Sitting in front of me is a man who I've had the pleasure of meeting briefly once before, but now we can sit down and have a proper conversation. Conor MacNeill, welcome.
Cheers, Ryan.
Looking at your back catalogue is just wonderful because you're an acting sensation. You annoyed us like no one else did in industry. We'll get to that in a minute. And you have hearts racing now in Outlander, Blood of My Blood, which is available to stream on MGM Plus. It's on. Is that Amazon as well?
Yeah, it's Amazon. I think you have to sign in through Amazon.
Amazon, you'll get it there, and which we'll talk about all of the above now. Welcome and nice to see you.
Cheers, lovely to see you.
How's life with you? You're good. We met in the green room of the theatre about 10 years ago, maybe longer.
Maybe 11,
yeah.
Maybe pushing 12. That's not nice, is it? That's
West
not
End.
A nice fact, yeah. We were in the Noel Coward, yeah. That's a long old time ago.
The Cripple of Inishmaan.
Cripple of Inishmaan, Martin McDonagh play. It was me, Daniel Radcliffe, and your pal Pat Short.
Sarah Green. Yeah, differently green.
God, everyone was in it. It was a great old time.
It was a great show, and you were all brilliant in it. And again, kind of a nice mix of Irish and English, and on the West End, which is just populated by people from all over, as I say, Ireland as well. It's just
100%.
great.
And then we went to New York with it as well, which was mega fun.
Massive.
Yeah,
and here you are traipsing around Scotland.
Yes.
For Outlander. This is a spin-off from the original show, the Katrina Balfe show. Is that?
Yes, it's an origins tale. So it's set around. It's basically a love story based on the parents of both Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan's characters, Jamie and Claire.
Yeah.
So it's both their parents and their struggles to be together. And alongside that, which is kind of where I come into it, is there's a story of succession at a time that was sort of very turbulent. We're 1714, so it's pre the second Jacobite Rising. And it's a story of succession within a family, within the clan system.
Yeah.
You've got power dynamics, you've got politics, you've got war on the horizon.
Ned.
And I'm Ned Gowan, so I'm the bladier, which is like a legal advisor, conciliary to the clan leader, to the laird, but our laird dies in the opening. That's not a spoiler. I think it's out there.
Yeah.
And he leaves this family where he has not selected his successor. So you've got two very angry sons and a daughter who should be the rightful successor, but because of the times and because of the patriarchy, she will never be.
Yes.
And so Ned's left with these three young people that he has to navigate towards becoming suitable successors and hoping that the clans will vote for them. So he's trying to guide these very sort of cantankerous and volatile family into something that is suitable for the rest.
Are you kind of like a conciliary sort of figure?
100%. And actually I watched The Godfather.
There you go.
A bit of that. There's a bit of that in there. And also Wolf Hall as well. It's very much his role in there as well.
It is astonishing. They were the two reference points in my head as you were talking, was Wolf Hall and The Godfather, and I think it's Robert Duvall or whoever who played the conciliary.
He's amazing. He's so good in that.
But this is what you're channeling a bit of this in the kind of
100%.
I wouldn't recommend that, my lord.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of silence, knowing when to talk, knowing when to not. Like, that navigation's really interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm very lucky in that in Outlander, the brilliant Bill Patterson played him. So I have like a destination. I know where he ends up when he's in his 60s, 70s.
Yes.
So I had that as a kind of touchstone to go, right, how did he get there?
Yeah.
How did he become this wise old sage? And he's very funny, Bill, in his performance, and witty, but very caring. So there's a bit more, I think there's a bit more heart in Ned than there is in either of those two characters from Wolf Hall or The Godfather.
So, of course, yeah. So acting-wise, you had a North Star.
100%.
Which was a lovely guidance thing for you, I'm sure.
What an incredible North Star to have Bill Patterson. Yeah.
If you're going to have one like that. But he's in good company too with you, so not to underplay your talents. And I want to talk about some of the other things that you've been doing. But the Outlander story, I always think it must have been one of the most bonkers pitches for the original
100%.
series. When you were saying, so what we're going to do is...
Yeah.
It begins in the... 17th century?
It begins it's in the 18th century, but it begins
1700s,
the 1700s, but it begins in the 1920s. I could be wrong. No. Yeah, that is the 1920s.
Yeah. And it bounces back.
And then it bounces back because the standing stones are magical in the Highlands, and if you get too close to them with the right gemstones, I think that you can fall through it back.
You'd say to the person, okay, you smoked a lot of something last night, so
exactly,
let's
100%.
go for a walk, come back to us with a proper idea. And they come.
Do you know what's great about it though?
8 seasons later,
you've got all this like historical accuracy in there, right?
Yeah.
But you have this fantasy escapism, which I think right now, the onslaught of media and everything that we're dealing with in the news and stuff, it's an amazing escape back to a period of time that's kind of I don't know, it's magical back there and beautiful. Like some of the cinematography and stuff is insane, especially up in the Highlands.
Beautiful.
And we filmed up mountains in Crieff and stuff, and they're very, very cold. And on the day I was like, why are we here? But then when you see it on camera,
yeah, it's worth it.
You're like, whoa, it's so evocative and stunning.
Taking it a million miles away, but bringing it back to your point, which was when I went to see the Naked Gun with Liam Neeson last week.
Brilliant. I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait.
You must know Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I do. We did In the Land of Saints and Sinners
together.
together.
There you go.
We fought. I think it's my proudest moment in my career is me and Liam Neeson beating each other up in a little pub in Donegal on a Friday night.
How was that for you?
It was absolutely fantastic. I need him in the nether regions. And I think that's a claim to fame.
You're the first person who's ever said that to me about Liam Neeson. Conor, stick around. I've got to take a tune, but I have loads of places to go, so we'll be back in a moment.
Cheers.
Conor MacNeill, our guest today. We're talking about Outlander, Blood of My Blood. It's a 10-part series. It's so good. It's already been commissioned for season 2. That's what we're dealing with here. So
I just flew back from Glasgow.
You're just busy, man.
Yeah, so we've been shooting, and we did all our premiere in LA whilst shooting before it, and then flying out there. So it's been a crazy summer.
I love how busy you are. You're what part of Ireland are you from, or Northern Ireland?
Yeah, I'm from Belfast.
You're a proper Belfast boy,
yeah.
and you're pals with Jamie Dornan, who people will know too. He's another lovely fella, actually.
He is.
And you acted together in a great film. Not everyone might have seen, but a lot of people did see The Siege of Jadotville.
Yeah.
And you were in it with the Tourist and The Fall, which is another great show. And Belfast, great film.
Yes.
So
I have a brief appearance in Belfast. I get embarrassed when people
talk. Put it on the CV. You were there. You know, you were in it for longer than I was.
Yeah.
So with all of that in mind, you come together with him with Blackthorn. Which is a
Blackthorn
famous
Films.
type of bush inside of it.
Yeah, and we're in. I feel it's kind of a mad one because we have so much cooking that we can't talk about because we've just set up. We're brand new.
A production company,
yes. And we wrote a film together during lockdown, which we pitched out to different companies, and we very quickly were like, we should make sure we retain as much creative say in this mix, and that's where the seed of the company was born.
Yeah.
But then we're developing one or two projects at home with brilliant writers that I can't wait. There's one in particular I think we'll probably shoot the beginning of next year.
Okay.
The script's phenomenal, and it was about finding work at home that speaks to a global audience. That was the whole intention.
The island of Ireland.
The island of Ireland.
Yeah.
But like obviously a huge focus on the north because we're both from the north.
Yeah.
But one of our films, the first one, will probably be set in the west coast, and
my favourite, yeah.
Beautiful, stunning, right? Amazing.
It's lunar out there.
Yeah, so good. And so that was the intention, was making films the way the French make them, the way the Germans make them, that land on a global scale that we hear about and see.
Yeah.
And even though it's happening at home, we're like, let's do it more. Let's build it up more.
Like a universal story. It doesn't really matter where it's made as such, but everyone can relate to it.
Yeah.
Okay, but yet you'll be using all the local services and
of course,
film.
exactly.
It's great.
Yeah.
Such a productive time for film and TV in this part of the world, UK, Ireland. It's just it's just constant.
I think home's having a moment right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we're really hugely. Like it feels like it's the time.
Sure, look at it. You can't walk into we were talking about the Devonshire pub earlier on without bumping into yourself and Paul Mescal and Andrew Scott and I mean and Saoirse Ronan's around and Jessie Buckley. I mean, what a time to be alive.
I walked down, I can't remember where it was was one of the tube escalators, and every poster had an Irish actor on it. I was like, this is amazing.
No, it really is something. Now, when I was watching Industry, the TV show, sitting in the seat that you're in now, Marisa Vela was there not too long ago.
Yes.
And I just wanted to obviously give her a hug to say that your character, Kenny, is such a... Can I kill the microphone for a moment? Hey. And it's a word you'll understand. But you're the office bully. You're jealous of her. You're mean to her. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's talented. And you're just doing her down. You are so good at being so bad. And here you are, the jolliest, nicest guy. It freaks me out how lovely you are because you're so good at your job. It must be kind of hard to be that horrible, even as an actor, to her.
Do you know what, right? At the start it was, but me and Marisa became such good friends. And Marisa's such a brilliant actor. She loves pushing it and going there.
Yeah, okay.
And we had so much fun. Okay. Like we had so much fun. And the harder it was, the more we enjoyed it, which is
I love that.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
But it was brilliant. And also I love, look, I'm going to defend Kenny a little bit because he does pull it together a bit in season 2. Whether it's genuine or not is the big question.
Yeah.
And then he gets his comeuppance in season 3.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Okay,
but,
okay.
But it's a brilliant show to work on. The writing in that show is spectacular. It really, really is.
It's kind of Aaron Sorkin like,
100%.
isn't it? That speedy,
Yeah.
repartee sort of thing.
And it's so detailed and well thought out. That Mickey and Conrad are geniuses.
Yeah.
I love it.
Acting's superb, no, is off the chart as well. And that's you're really brilliant in that.
Thank
me
you.
also compliment you for the Sixth Commandment, where yourself and Aina Hardwick are just. That's one of my favourite pieces of drama the last 2 or 3 years, by a country mile. It's just so good and so unexpected and so clever.
It felt magically special to be part of. It felt like everyone took that job very seriously, but were very delicate with the story, because it's a true story, because the families were involved in the process.
Just to remind people, he's a young guy, and he kind of inveigles his way into the lives of older, vulnerable people, and then essentially
he takes their money and takes their lives. It's pretty horrible experience. And I played Martin, who was his best friend, who he was using as a plant to put in the houses, and it was all very creepy. And it was amazing. Julie Harkin, who's the amazing casting director, the bravery of picking 2 Irish lads to play those English roles was a piece of genius, if you ask me, because we were so isolated from the rest of the group. Then suddenly we were different, right? Because we were trying to get into these characters, so we were assuming these fake personas
on the
in
set
amongst the rest of the cast, right?
Good.
And so I think that really read really brilliantly. But and Saul Dibb's a genius director, so good.
That's available, I think, on the iPlayer. I urge you to watch that as well as everything else. So what's next for you, Conor? I know you've just finished, obviously, the Blood of My Blood, the Outlander program we've been talking about. More theatre, more TV.
Well, I'm back in Blood of My Blood, so we're there until the end of the year. So
so
I'm
that's
pretty
all the
much
way through.
season 2. Yeah. So we're shooting it until the end of the year, and then myself and Jamie have written our first feature together, which we are hoping we'll shoot next year. So very focused on the production company at the minute. And then acting wise, there's 1 or 2 little things that'll pop up later in the year.
Pipeline.
That'll...
Okay, look, judging from our conversation today, 2 things are going to come out, or 3 things are going to emerge from it. 1, we're going to go for pint in the dev.
100%.
2, at some stage. 2, you're going to come back when you can talk about the stuff that you can't talk about right now, and we'll celebrate that about and what's happening there. And 3, you're going to go and see Nye, starring Michael Sheen.
Yes,
on the West
you're
End.
saying it's fantastic. I need to see it. I love Michael Sheen.
You missed Giant by a whisker.
By a week. By 1 week. Yeah.
So now you know.
Got it. John Lithgow's incredible.
You can't come back here without having seen Nye.
I'm making a promise to you right now. I'm going to book tickets this afternoon.
Done. Conor MacNeill, congratulations on it all. You're a superstar and a real pleasure
so much,
to chat with. So good luck with it all. We'll see you very soon.
Cheers. Thank you so much.